Peace and love, everyone. Peace and love. Today I'm going to talk about the Bogomils, or Bogomilism. They were an ancient Gnostic Christian group, or neo-Gnostic, or even Christian anarchist. Most of their writings have been destroyed by the Catholic Church as they were persecuted down and declared heretics. They emerged out of what is today now Macedonia, but back then it was the Bulgarian kingdom, and they started from a priest named Bogomil. Now, this is around the 10th century. They spread throughout the Byzantine Empire, the Balkans. They were quite popular in Bulgaria, and they even reached Kiev Rus. Now, they were anarchists in a sense because they encouraged slaves not to serve their masters, and they considered all slave owners and the church hierarchies and the hierarchy elites as servants of the devil. Now, they believed that God created man's souls, but not their bodies or this material world. They believed that the material world and the bodies was created by God's oldest son, the devil. And he lost his creative powers after seducing Eve. Now, they sort of hated their bodies in a sense, but they loved the soul that was within it. So they also rejected churches, as they seen the body as the temple. They also rejected the cross, as early Christians didn't use the cross. So they try to revert back to early spiritual teachings of Christianity. They also rejected baptism, which is very, very different, as they believed water was corrupted matter. They also condemned eating meat and condemned drinking wine and condemned sex, so they encouraged celibacy. Now, the meat eating is also, with early Christians, they were vegetarians. And there's even archaeological sort of evidence of this. When the Romans used to capture early Christians, they used to stick a raw piece of meat down their throat as a way of torture. And the spiritual teachings come from the Gnostics, but this sort of group began of their own sort of way of thinking as their way of understanding. So a lot of churches condemned them as well, even the Pope, and a lot of them later converted to Islam, as you know, they were persecuted and exiled out of the towns, and even persecuted by Muslims, and some just converted to keep their lives. So it's an interesting group that there's not too much really known about them, which is quite interesting. So I'm going to have to look up, see if I can find their writings, and if I can find out their writings, I'll upload it here on this channel. So, bit of fun to search up. Peace and love, everyone. I love you all. Connect 2 on 1, one soul. Namaste.